Shannon Mulcahy outside her home in Whitestown, Ind. Alyssa Schukar for The New York Times. The Reader Center is a newsroom initiative that is helping the Times build deeper ties with our audience. In October, the Times published a story of mine about Shannon Mulcahy, a woman who escaped domestic violence by becoming a steel worker at the Rexnord bearing plant in Indianapolis. Working at the factory gave her financial independence, a sense of identity, and a chance to master one of the most dangerous, complicated, and highly paid jobs in the plant. Then Shannon's bosses announced that they were moving the factory to Mexico, throwing Shannon's future into jeopardy. For more than 7 months, I followed Shannon and several of her coworkers as the plant closed down and moved, piece by piece, to McAllen, Texas and Monterrey, Mexico. I chronicled the workers as they agonized over whether to train their replacements for extra pay. Their decisions divided the plant and ended friendships. My article asked but could not answer a question bigger than the Rexnord bearing plant: what does the future look like for workers like Shannon? At a time when automation and cheaper wages overseas threaten to displace more and more blue-collar workers, where do people without college degrees fit into the American economy? In a country where 2/3 of American adults don't hold a four-year college degree, that question gets at the heart of the economic uncertainty that so many Americans face, especially when even college graduates are finding themselves underemployed and in debt. And it still keeps me up at night. On Thursday, Dec. 7, I will return to Indianapolis to ask that question again at a town hall-style forum, and seek answers from people who've thought a great deal about the subject. Shannon Mulcahy will join us. So will Emily J. Wernell, a sociologist who studies the impact of economic shocks on families and communities; Stu Kaplan, CEO of Amakuta Technics, Inc., who will talk about the skills that will be needed in factories of the future and what companies have to do to find workers who have them; and Keith Belton, director of the Manufacturing Policy Initiative, which researches how public policy can influence the success and failure of American manufacturing. I'd love to hear your questions as well. You can submit them in advance in the comments. If you're worried about the future of blue-collar jobs, or just curious about how the New York Times does its journalism, RSVP here. Date Thursday, Dec. 7. Time 5:30 p.m. 8:30 p.m. Location WFYI, 1630 North Meridian Street, Indianapolis, Indiana. We are grateful to David J. Bodenheimer, Executive Director of the Polis Center, part of the Indiana University School of Liberal Arts at Indiana University, Purdue University, Indianapolis, for helping to host this forum. Visit our public events calendar to see our list of events.